Hey folks, what's going on? It's Matt for Heroic Tactics, and we're about to unbox one of the most feared bounty hunters in the planet, Boba Fett. Yeah, this is one of the earlier ones, but I just managed to get a hold of him. Boba Fett. What do I need to say other than it's Boba Fett? Actually, I do need to say a couple of things. This was one of the earliest expansions for Imperial Assault. So as it stands, he is not that good. They just released a fix for Darth Vader and for Han Solo and for Chewbacca. So we're crossing our fingers that we're going to get some sort of fix to make Boba Fett playable. I didn't play back then, so I don't know if he's just overcosted or if he's actually unplayable. I have a feeling he's just overcosted in the current point scheme of things. And any sort of attachment that decreases his cost is going to make it way more useful. So we're going to bust him open and go crazy with him. We're going to feel the Fett, yo. Did y'all see that? When I cut it, the plastic flew right towards the computer. I don't know if I can make one of these videos without complaining about blister packs. But, we got our nice little card thing with our missions. And let's bust this out, because I haven't looked closely at the sculpt, but, I've seen some pictures, and they were pretty snazzy looking. Come on. So they're cuddling it pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty rad. That's pretty sick. I'm saddened I don't have the painting skills to really give this thing the justice that it needs. Let's see if the bigger reverse camera. Come on. Quit focusing on the fingers and focus on the foreground. I just love how this auto software believes that the hands are going to be the most important thing, and it tracks it so well. I was like, man, dude, if only my hands were more in focus. Ooh, we got our breakdown sheet with some maps. The Imperial Space Station. You're going to be right in front of everybody's face right there with that Imperial Space Station. Imperial Space Station, not PlayStation. And the extraction point map. Fun stuff. Predator and Prey. I don't know. I spent last night trying to assemble my first ever puzzle piece map. Instead of using the rubber play mats that my playgroup thankfully prefers to play on. And man, it takes a long time if you're not prepared to do it. But I really wanted to play the Emperor, so I really wanted his map together. All right, let's see. We got some Imperial Assault cards. Campaign cards. So we will pretend those don't exist, so that I don't spoil them for myself. We've got our missions: data run and targeting customers. And we've got the Fett himself, and he is a hefty 13 points. So I see why they're not going on. He's a hunter, of course. He's got... Okay, so this is rad. I don't know why. It's got to be the point cost, because he's got, just starting off, +1 block and +1 surge protection. Just existing. He's mobile. He's a surge for Pierce 1 and a surge for Weaken. And that seems really good to me. Maybe I haven't played long enough to get the nuances to see where this would be thing. It's got to be this 13 point cost. I think if there's some sort of attachment that knocked it down to 10, he'd be sick, 12 health, that could also be an issue. Yeah, but if you get that down to 10, 6 speed, that is not so crazy. Off the top of my head, I don't have it, but I don't think even the Jet Troopers have a 6 speed. Black defense guy, and then 3 attack dies, blue, green, yellow. So that's awesome right here. Battle presence. After a hostile figure voluntarily exits the space adjacent to you, that figure suffers 1 strain. Limit once per figure per round. So, you know, if someone gets up on your melee, you know, and they try to get away, then it's like one strain. I wonder who else has. The coolest thing I like about Imperial Assault is that they name traits unique things so that it's the same thing across all the sets. So I'm assuming there's other characters with battle presence, or there's going to be other characters with battle presence, and I think it's going to be awesome. And Battle Discipline is the second trait. When you declare an attack, choose one of the following abilities to apply that attack. So this is probably unique to Boba Fett. +2 accuracy, or Surge for +2 damage, or Surge for Recover 2. So this is definitely one of the earlier pieces because it's got Recover on it. But yeah, that doesn't seem that bad to me. I've heard rumors about how Boba Fett's unplayable, and it's got to be just that I'm too inexperienced to realize why. But he seems really cool to me. If it's got to be the cost. Like I'm sitting here thinking about what little hunters I have, because hunters are something that I really want to play, and I'm like 13 points, man. That's just nutso. I mean, especially with IG8 with his fix, it's still 10 points, and he's got like 15 health and will blow your face off. And we got his an attachment. It's a skirmish upgrade. It's for hunter or droids only. Explosive armaments. Each figure in this group gains double surge, +1 damage, blast 2. So blast 2 damage. So yeah. Who needs all that? Who needs all those surges? Who's got a ton of surges? Let's just blow people's faces out of the water. For 1 point too, so that's kind of cool. Then we're looking at command cards, or well, we've got the weakened card, which explains what weakened does, and just for the heck of it, I'm going to explain it because it's a harmful condition. When attacking, do -1 surge to the attack results. When defending, do -1 surge protection to the defending results. Discard this card at the end of your activation. So we've got some things right here. Yeah. Hunter, it's Capture the Weary. As an action, choose an adjacent hostile character. That figure becomes weakened. If that figure is already weakened, it suffers 2 strain instead. And this seems exceedingly situational to me because, like, I think you're going to want to use an action on a move and an attack, you know. And if someone comes up adjacent to you and you're like, well, first of all, I'm just going to weaken you and then I'm going to shoot your face off. Because I guess weakening somebody that moved up to you would be pretty good because they've used their activation this turn, so this will stick around for who knows how long. But this seems really situational to me. This is why I opened him today, because I need this card for the team that I'm running. But this is Jump Jets, any small figure. So, it's basically anything that's a one by one, I guess. Anything that's a single thing. And it just says action. Place your figure within an empty square within 5 spaces. So, yeah, dude. Like I said, getting a movement of 5 is fantastic, especially since most characters' movements is 4. So just getting your brawlers 5 spaces into an empty space is just going to be rad. Because people are just going to assume a normal speed or assume +1 speed. And it doesn't say line of sight and stuff like that. So you can hop through walls. So if people are counting on walls and stuff like that, this will take people at a disadvantage. But yeah, this one, oh wait. This one is going to get sleeved and put in my team today. And finally, Mandalorian Tactics. This is a Boba Fett, of course, exclusive card. 2 actions. Perform 2 attacks. Apply +1 surge to each result. And instead of choosing 1 ability for Battle Discipline, apply all of its abilities. So all 3 of those abilities from Battle plus Discipline and during both of your attacks. So that seems pretty cool. 3 points, so it's kind of pricey. I would run it if I was running him. I see no reason why not to, because 2 attacks is 2 attacks, and it's not 2 attacks to 2 different characters. It's like I'm gonna blast somebody's face off. So if someone gets into your position, or if you have a way to move him to a spot and then shoot somebody, that's super rad. But all right. So this is the Fett. This is the Boba Fett, and this is unboxing. I don't see the complaints. I can easily see why he's like overshadowed by like weak ways, but like weak ways are going to overshadow everything. So it's not like it can be like, oh, like it's a Boba Fett exclusive like problem. Like it doesn't compare to weak ways. Like everything doesn't compare to weak ways. But yeah, I am actually kind of stoked by that. I'd like to give him a shot. Run his card. I like making those noises. But all right, so thank you for watching. This has been Matt with Heroic Tactics. May all your dice roll hot.